All right, guys, a few things. A good win by the Tigers today. I will say this. The Tigers are deep this season. An exciting game. PJ Hall came up, stepped up big time with the absence of Amir Sims, who struggled with foul trouble all game. I don't think he got more than 10 minutes on the floor. Two of his fouls were pretty unlucky, though. He had two charges that were his fault. Needs to come to a jump stop on some passes. But other than that, you have to feel good about Tigers' depth. Nick Honor comes in, shows some life. Didn't shoot it great, but you can expect that to get better. First half shooting wasn't great. First game of the season. You got to take this game's stats with a little bit of salt. There hasn't been any scrimmages. There hasn't been any opponents outside of your team, and you played a lot of bodies. So you kind of have to figure out what you're dealing with if you're a coach and you're the coaching staff. Another thing, PJ Hall's a dude. I'm not sure who else noticed, but 8 points and 6 rebounds in the first half and was equally effective just kind of running the offense. And when the Tigers needed a bucket with Amir Sims on the bench, they went to PJ Hall, who was able to make some things happen in the short post. He catches that thing awfully far out, and he does have some good size. If he could post up to get a little bit deeper, it would only be advantageous for him moving forward, but was able to show some nice wiggle, basically using his pivot to get open for his last jump shot, which ended up about 12 feet. I like this freshman class. Omax Prosper came in. He didn't hit any shots, but his shot looked good. He looked like he was in control. And really, there weren't many down parts. Really, the biggest worry goes back to last year with three-point shooting, but I'm willing to give it a pass, it being the first year. The bench is significantly deeper. With Honor and Dawes being able to split minutes at the point, you're able to pressure the ball more. I talked about it in pregame. Clemson may do something special in order to get rid or to slow down Mississippi State's offensive attack. Mississippi State thrives in the first 5 seconds. Now, this isn't the same Mississippi State that we played a couple years ago up in Newark. This is a Mississippi State that is rebuilding, revamping, and they're playing a lot of young pieces. But you still have to be happy with your effort. You played 12 guys minutes in your first game of the season against an SEC opponent. Pretty good. You have to feel pretty good about where you were at. I love the full court pressure. It slowed them down. You didn't necessarily cause a lot of turnovers. And keep in mind, Mississippi State had a freshman point guard as well. But it's exciting. It's fun. You can play more bodies. Tigers are deep. We've been through this. They're deep. Chase Hunter came alive a little bit. You're able to see his athleticism. He's still adjusting to the college game. He only played 3 games last year. Look for that to continue to grow. Another side note, Jonathan Bear played extremely well for his first game back in basically 2 years. Played a little bit against Florida State last season, but Jonathan Bear's pretty good. You saw him lead the break. You saw Amir Sims lead the break on the next play. When those two are on the floor, you have a lot of versatility in what you can do with your offense. I really like this team moving forward. They're just going to have to shoot the ball better against a very well-coached team tomorrow in the Purdue Boilermakers led by Matt Painter. Matt Painter is one of the best in the country as far as game planning and getting his team ready to play. Keep in mind, this wasn't a great Mississippi State team. I'll give you that. But at the same time, I'm pretty happy with the way and the manner in which Clemson performed. The ball was moving. The passes were crisp, especially in the first half. Had a little bit of a lull in the second half, but look for the end-of-the-game lineups to be tinkered with a little bit tomorrow evening whenever they play Purdue. Overall, love the new faces. Not a guy on roster that didn't perform pretty well. Lynn Kidd, obviously, he needs to gain a little weight. Omax Prosper needs to become a little bit more comfortable in the half court. But PJ Hall, he came ready to play. And that's it for me, guys. I'm going to get another pregame routine tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and pretty good one. Enjoyed it, and let's keep this thing rolling. See you guys tomorrow. Clemson versus Purdue. Thanks.